Nick Nolte is a cop. Eddie Murphy is a con.
I can help you get Gans, but you got to get me out of here first.
Oh, another 80s movie that I watched that I highly fucking recommend. I watched Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte in one of my favorite Eddie Murphy movies ever, 48 Hours. And to this day, I still wish somebody would write a script that has the tone of that movie for Eddie. I always loved that because it was perfect. It's funny, you know.
Let's just wait a minute here. Let's see your badge.
You got no goddamn badge. I'd have hit you in your head with this thing.
Hey, will you call the cops?
Is like, I guess, you know, obviously the Clumps and Coming to America and Beverly Hills Cop, those were more geared towards comedy. But what I loved about 48 Hours was it was a real movie. Like, it had tense moments and all of that, and people getting fucking, you know, their heads blown off and shit. And then Eddie was hilarious. And Nick Nolte with Eddie was a great, you know, cop buddy movie. But I will tell you, man, the level of fucking racist shit that Nolte's character says to Eddie Murphy's kids, it's just like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you're smiling at, Watermelon. Your big move just turned out to be shit.
And that was like a thing back then. It's just fucking... You gotta, like, it's still a great movie, 48 Hours, but, like, there's a couple where it's like, all right, I get it.
You're just a spear chucker with a number stenciled on the back of his prison fatigues.
And then at one point, there's just a scene at the bar, and Nolte's just, his character's just like, yeah, listen, I'm sorry about all that watermelon N-word stuff. It's just doing my job. Just keeping you down.
Nigger and Watermelon, I didn't mean that stuff. I was just doing my job, keeping you down.
And then Eddie's character's like, yeah, well, you know, that doesn't explain everything. And then Jack Cates is just like, yeah, I know. And then Eddie just goes,
Yeah, well, doing your job don't explain everything, Jack.
Yeah, you're right.
And that explained that whole part of the movie away. But other than that, I would say James Remar and I gotta get Billy Bear. That actor just passed away, unfortunately. The two of them playing the bad guys. And then the dude who played Luther. And what's cool is James Remar and the dude who played Luther were both in the Warriors. Hang on. I'm going to get better at this. Well, I actually have all of this stuff at my fingertips. So everybody thinks that I actually know everybody's name in the fucking movie. Sonny Lantham as Billy Bear. He recently passed away. David Patrick Kelly as Luther. And then, of course... It's, you know, I always loved Kehoe, Brian James. He passed away. Inspector Ben Kehoe. It just sucks in the second one when they make him a dirty cop. You know, it's like, not Kehoe. Anyway. And then who's the ex-football player that's just screaming? Oh, even he calls Eddie the N-word. He's like... He's screaming at him, I don't have that for some N-word convict. That's right. I called him an N-word.
And you blow it for a lousy nigger convict! That's right, I call him a nigger. You bet I did.
You bet I did. The writer's room. It was all white guys over 50. That's what I'm going to guess on that one. But still, a fucking great movie. Other than that shit. And then you get the Bus Boys that actually ended up going out on tour with Eddie Murphy. Eddie had I think he had a lot of musicians open up for him, I'm going to guess, because I saw him on the Raw tour, and he had the Weather Girls open up, singing, It's Raining Men, Hallelujah.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men.
And I remember Eddie coming out, you know, joking around, making sure, like, the stage, because they were both big girls, said the Weather Girls can fuck up a stage. I do remember that. So anyway, definitely check that one out. That was him. Yeah. Nick Nolte. Yeah. I mean, what else you got to do? Go back to jail. Chinatown. Yeah.
Yeah, I am reaching. What the hell? You got important things to do, like going back to jail.
Chinatown, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry. I don't have the time to hang out with you.
Look, I'm sorry about the way things have been lately. I know I have not been acting real great.
Jack, fuck you.
Jack, fuck you.
Yeah. And he hangs up the phone. It's the end of the podcast. Not shitting on Nick Nolte. I love Nick Nolte. It was just a time, people. I do love Nick Nolte's car that he had. He had like an early 60s Cadillac. And it was funny that it was considered a piece of shit. And nowadays with all these guys that build cars on TV, you know, it had a straight body. They would fix that thing up and make it fucking cherry, dude. And then Eddie's character had that old Porsche. A lot of cool cars in that. I believe there's a Ford Fairmont that Gans and Billy Bear kidnap Luther's girlfriend, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you okay?
Rosalie, you okay?
I got hit. I don't believe it. I got shot.
I got hit! I don't believe it! I got shot!
Firewater. Is that what you meant?
Firewater, Tonto. Is that what you mean? Firewater, huh?
I gotta watch that again. Fucking great movie. Anyway, that's it, everybody.
All right, here's your pizza, your banana split, and your milkshake, served with a crazy straw and crazy napkin. Designed by our crazy chef, Nick Nolte.
Your rent's due, motherfucker!